Alright, this is our camp footage. First shot of the day. Except we hiked a couple hours. Now we're eating lunch in this little...
Did we hike a couple hours?
It's 12. We went at 10:30, so almost 2 hours. A little before 10:30.
We got up a
It
big
felt like
hill.
a long time. That was a hard hike.
That was a big hill.
Yeah, it was. But we're on the ridge now, which means it's going to be more or less level. Because that whole hike this morning was just getting up to the top of this ridge. And so there's going to be elevation change, but it won't be as dramatic as coming all the way up here. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Found a camp towel.
Huh.
The campsite over there. Nothing but trash and this. I'm assuming.
Here we are, about halfway to our camp. In the clearing. So having a break, having some PB. So we're in the woods and we're lost and there are monsters and ghosts, and all of a sudden we see a sign. This tree. It's evil. Oh, look, a marking, a white marking.
Jesus has been here.
Jesus, take the wheel. It's a ghost.
Ghost came there. If you've noticed Mark's...
Here we are at the top of the whatever, setting up camp at Bly Gap. Me and Mark got this tent that we're going to share. It's all pretty pooped. It's 4 o'clock. We set out at around 10:30. So we've been hiking almost 6 hours. And my legs are dead. I feel like jello. But my butt will look really great tomorrow.
Your butt's already great, mate.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we're all gonna have great butts and some bug bites.
Bug bites?
Nate's gonna sleep in his hammock, but if he gets lonely, you know, there's room for 3 in here. You can just cuddle up in here a little bit.
I get cold, I'm coming in there.
Hopefully you don't get cold. Or I don't think you'll get cold. Oh, and Jesse's a bitch. That's what he said.
Get the GoPro!
You're just messing, Mark.
Am I, Mike? I gotta pee. Am I messing?
Just to explain to everyone,
Do a tick check.
Mark had a tick on him. He got it out. Mike started freaking out. And most likely, Mike has a tick on his dick. There he goes. Dick check.
Keep us updated, Mike.
Off the trail and
50 paces off the trail.
50?
That's the rule. Just walk out there, man.
I'm just gonna, well,
Like 20
I don't
feet.
want to walk out with my sandals.
here, use the GoPro.
No. Okay. Because it's like too high.
Okay. What does that mean? Silence. I'm worried. I'm worried about you, Mike. You okay? Oh my god, this guy.
This isn't an image. So here we are in the tent.
To give you a rundown of what occurred, we got to camp, we made the camp, we ate some food, and then realized we weren't that tired. You know? So instead of just going to bed at like 3 in the afternoon,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, we're just kind of sitting here until something happens,
Well,
really.
it's 8 o'clock now, and we've pretty much had first dinner. We've got our bear bag. We had second dinner-ish snack.
Yeah, snack.
I mean,
Oh, also,
we got our water.
I promised Mark that I must give someone else, some point during my lifetime, cut them a medallion of summer sausage.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that later today.
Well, I
Just
think,
get, I'll let you
No,
have
from his
some of
own. He
this.
has to buy it.
my own. I have to buy summer sausage and I have to give it to someone to pass it on.
But anyway, so here we are in the tent. We didn't bring anything like games or cards or anything like that. We just brought ourselves and our imaginations. So
We've tried playing one game and it did not work. We just all have to lean in slightly over it.
Okay.
So
It sounds like the fucking worst camping trip on this video.
no, dude, it's good. We
I think it's funny though. I think it's really funny.
we got a really good workout
Yeah.
today.
We had an alpine start. I was over at your guys' is at 7:30. Tomorrow, another alpine start.
Yeah, we'll probably go to bed as soon as
We don't do
it
that.
gets dark.
We don't do that gentleman's start.
You know, because you can't go to sleep before the sun sets. So as soon as the sun sets, I mean, we're not going to be partying. I mean, there is a woman over there, and she has a hammock,
Like me.
and she's over there, and I don't know what's going to happen. She's a real mountain woman. Like, she's been doing this she's been on the trail. This is her 8th day or 9th day. 8th day today. So she's got strong legs.
Kept a little in my beard.
That's just for later. Save that for later. So here we are. I didn't even really film that much GoPro, so
Yeah, okay.
we're just gonna run down the GoPro battery.
We took that GoPro footage of the tree, which was like the least adventurous. And
Well, you can't always have you can't just
thing
have the GoPro
that we
out
saw.
whenever like something.
We tried to make a fire.
Yeah, you can. We just need a lot of power. We need to bring a generator with us.
Yeah,
talk
or I
about
just
the
need to have
fire
it
yet?
on me at all
Did
times.
we talk about the fire yet?
Okay, so we tried to make a fire, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's an
Because
hour endeavor.
Everything. It's just like, you know, we don't have the right kindling, and you know, we don't. It's too damp around here. It's not dry enough. So I hope that everything that we're saying can be heard on the GoPro.
I can imagine you guys chat in the woods.
Chat
You
and
guys chat in the woods and no one ever gets to hear it. Did we really ever have this conversation?
No.
But what if it was filmed?
It needs to be on Facebook for sure. People need to know that we did things and we're cool people.
Yeah, people need to know how cool we are.
Yeah.
We need to show them. So.
So
Yeah, we're drinking gin in a tent. Getting the flavors of the juniper into our mouths and
Juniper
taking in the
oil.
nature. I really hope that we're actually in the angle
I don't know if we are at all.
It's
I
got a
think
pretty
we're
wide
too-
angle. Like, maybe here definitely, but here, I don't know.
No, probably not there. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to pause and see.
Well, it is pretty dead now. It's dead. Everything's dead. We're not funny anymore. Put it away. Better turn it off, Nate.
Where your
Fuck,
stomach
man.
growl?
You sound for a second, Mark. You sounded like a sick person in a deathbed. Like, there's nothing left.
Thanks, man.
It's pretty funny. It's you guys. It's a little dark though.
Oh, did I tell you guys about this is kind of a funny work story.
Okay.
So in the bathrooms at Cartoon Network, they have these nice faucets, and every time I go to use them, I cut my hands, and somehow like the angle and the pressure coming from the faucet just like scoops through my hands and splashes on me, usually on my pants. And so for a while when I was starting to work there, I just like cut my hands and just like splash my pants. Like fuck, every time I leave the bathroom, I've got like spots on my pants. I feel fucking weird about it, but eventually I learned to not do that when I went to the faucet.
Everyone's like,
Is that the story?
That was the story, yeah. Isn't that dumb?
Mark's a hard time peeing.
I thought there was gonna be
without
something
getting
more.
it on.
Fuck you, Mike. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? I mean, that happens to me sometimes when if I lean on the sink and it's wet on the top of the sink a little bit, then a little bit of wetness gets on my pants.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you pull out your your wiener and you accidentally just pee on yourself a little bit, then people think it's from the sink, but it's totally pee. And it's really embarrassing because it's like, oh, the sink itching again. No, that was my pee. Really go for a porta potty right now. Like I would, it just makes you. It's the kind of weird kind of world you live in, where like a porta potty seems like luxury. You know, that's the world I'm in right now.
That's funny.
Some toilet paper.
I actually, a Trailblazers thing, I helped to clean out a really old privy that was actually on the Appalachian Trail. I don't remember where, but it was basically the poop hole for a privy, and then they sealed it up and like composted it for decades.
Decades.
Yeah, and so we got there, not sure what we were gonna be doing, and he hands us shovels and tells us we're gonna dig through shit all day. I was like, well.
This is what we're all about.
This is my life.
Is the Trailblazers.
yeah, outdoors.
Yeah, shit digger.
Dude,
But then-
Trailblazers sounds awful.
But then he opened it up and it was literally just like dirt. It had been decomposing for so long that it was just dirt. There was no smell. But I was digging through it and I found like some weird foreign objects. And I like just picked it up and was kind of squinting at it, and then one of the girls was like, "Mark, put that down." My fingers just like snapped open and I just kind of had this blank face.
It was probably the applicator. I actually did take a tampon and like open it up, and I was like, "What the hell? Oh, that's
Not the
interesting
brand
how it
thing.
works."
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Not the brands thing, but I did
Okay.
find out how it works, and then I did stick it in a toilet, and I was like, "Holy shit, that absorbed like half the toilet water." Then I flushed it.
Not supposed to do that. I know that.
Why?
Because you're not supposed to flush feminine products down the toilet because it can cause clogs. You ever see the signs?
No.
In bathrooms, sometimes they put signs that like, do not flush feminine products down the toilet.
But what bathrooms are you going into to find those signs, Mike?
The women's ones, of course. You know, when I'm spying on women.
Okay, sometimes they're unisex bathrooms, man.
Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, that's a truthful answer.
That's the truthful answer. But also, you know, going there, spying on women. Good juniper oil. Keep it right next to me when you sleep. There you go. Next to my head. And then Nate's back here in the tent. He's just sitting there filming while we're asleep.
That's freaking out.
And like you look over at the numbers on the GoPro and it says like 45 minutes and 32 seconds. And you're just like...
That's it. I have to go get my gun.
So you just gotta be very patient. And then as soon as they fly,
Then you just strike.
and then the ball just smack it.
Be decisive.
Sometimes I just go close to it just to play around with it. And one time I think there was a fruit fly that was just messing around. It was just sitting there, and I took my finger and I just went very slowly, and it didn't move. And so I crushed it. I was like, oh, that worked well. He didn't even expect it. He thought I was bluffing because I was going so slow. But then, you know, and then he died. He was crushed. Did I ever tell the story? I think I told you this one time when I made a fruit fly hot tub.
Yeah.
I had just made it. No. Wait, I can't remember. There was one, I think, where I put it on top of my toilet and I was peeing, and then while I was peeing, I saw a fruit fly fly into the hot tub. And then I watched it, and it was just like flooding around, like drowning, because that's what's happening. It's drowning in the oily thing.
Yeah.
I just watched it die.
That's so metal.
Did
you play metal music while that was happening?
No, I was peeing.
Okay.
I was basically peeing on his grave, like metaphorically, because I was watching him drown, and then I was like, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
And now I just like to think of like when the fruit flies come to the thing, they're like, oh, this is great, fruit fly hot tub, it smells great, apple cider vinegar, I love that. And they fly in and they're like, and they walk around the edge a little bit, and I'm just like, yeah. Step in, the water feels nice. And they're walking around the edge, and then all of a sudden they like fly in, and then they like see under the water all the dead bodies of like 50 fruit flies. And they're like, and then at that point, that's when they realize they really messed up. And then they're just, you know, struggling and drowning. And
I see the bodies.
Because they do.
That's so funny.
There's like bodies in there. There's lots of bodies. Like you think it's a jacuzzi. Imagine just jumping into a jacuzzi and there's a bunch of dead bodies at the bottom. And you don't see it until you're already in it. And it's pretty. It must be pretty horrifying. But I just watch them as they go in there.
Fruit fly horror.
And this is your entertainment while you pee?
Oh, it must have been a great pee.
Yeah, it is.
You've all had some great peas, right?
Yeah.
Those peas that just really stand out in your memory. That's a great pea.
There's been peas when, you know, you just like, it's like the oil in the Bible from the 8 days. It just keeps going and going, and you think it's done.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
And then there's more.
Yeah.
The legendary horse peers. You walk into a bathroom and they're peeing. You go to the restroom. You pee, you poop. They're still peeing. You wash your hands. They're still peeing, and you left, and they are still peeing.
Like I said, I do that while I'm pooping and other people are peeing sometimes.
I guess. Yeah. Sorry. I guess the question really only pertains to backpackers. Because I mean that's something that I do sometimes. I just find like really scenic places to pee.
Wasn't there a guy that was...
So I guess that's something that you just haven't experienced.
Not as much, I mean, so I peed a bunch today.
Peeing off mountains, big rocks,
See,
into the ocean.
in caves it's totally
I pee
different.
into the
You
ocean all
you
the
will
time.
just always pee into a bottle. Like
Yeah, that's lame.
the scenery, however, changes, but basically you're in a cave and you can't go pee there. So you just pee into a bottle and put it in your pack, and that's it.
Yeah, it's not nearly as glamorous, scenic. It's so sad.
No, I mean it's scenic.
It's-
You're
it's
underground in
so-
a cave, and depending on the spot in the cave, it's
It's so sad.
Pretty
man.
cool.
I'm so sad.
But the peeing itself is
no. I mean, yeah, but
kind of pathetic. That's why the ocean's great. You can pee in it, you can poop in it, you can do whatever you want, and it just goes away. Just goes away. You don't have to worry about location. Well, you sort of have to worry about location. You want to float it in the lineup. You take your aqueduct.
Wet exit. Wish we could go to Trader Joe's right now.
I want
You know what would be great? Cookout.
yes, I want a milkshake so badly.
Yeah, also they have bathrooms in there. They're totally just.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you're still thinking
It's
about.
not getting any better.
I know, it's not.
Hey, Mike,
It's just sort of.
would you say
I don't know. It just
Would
felt
you-
like once we stopped talking about it, it stopped being an issue.
when
But no, it's
Mike? Would you say that this is that you're kind of butthurt about this?
Not like butt. I feel lighter. More urethral. I feel more urethral, I think.
yeah.
I'm so startled.
We're gonna have to take care of this issue.
There's a man. He just walked past us, and we don't know what he wants, where he's going. He got within our personal space. Like emotionally,
I just don't feel safe.
I'm a bit triggered right now. I'm a little bit triggered. I think this guy's triggering me, and so I don't know. Like maybe he knows the girl. I don't know if they're collaborating or whatever, or some kind of a secret cult. But I don't feel safe right now, and I have to poop, so I'm just doubly uncomfortable. Anyway, I don't know. It's been forever since our last journal submission, and the sun still hasn't fucking set yet. He's coming back. So, shit, he's coming. What do we do? Oh my god. I like the red lights a little bit. What?
Can it actually see me?
Can it? I don't know. Yeah,
sure.
Oh, it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're pretty dark.
Well, that is dark. Doesn't have a lot of light. Oh, do you guys have headlamps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Mike. Mike, you're an asshole. I'm gonna get mine and it'll blink and they're gonna be out of sync. Okay.
Yours is faster.
It is. Look. We could like take measurements. Like time it.
Well, yours is also weird. It's like, it's not just a single pulse. It's like, oh, I guess it is. It's a shorter pulse, I think, than mine. It's like just a pulse. It doesn't last as long. Mine is like almost 50% duty cycle. Yeah, mine's about 50% duty cycle. Yours is about like 20% duty cycle. So it's a little bit confusing to compare
The duty cycles.
the. Shut up with the poop references. You know how I feel about that.
Oh God, Mark.
Talking about duty cycles. Even though I'm the one that said it, but you were the one that insinuated.
Oh, why is this open?
The world to see me this way, Nate. Mike.
This is what we look like after completing our journey. We're back at the car. As you can see, we are all in a bit of a state. We trekked many miles. 18 and something. 16, 18, 17 and 17.6. This is my final